Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, September 18th. It's like 1 o'clock Eastern time, so 10 o'clock Pacific time. I'm jumping in here today because today is the day that the cart closes for Amy Porterfield's Digital Course Academy. So it's the last day that you'll be able to join Digital Course Academy during this launch this year. After this, if you don't join today, the next chance to join is going to be in September of 2020. So if you don't make the decision to join today, it's going to be a long time before you're going to be able to join Digital Course Academy and work with Amy to create an online course. So I wanted to jump in here today and talk about some things because, look, I have been very active in promoting Digital Course Academy. I've been talking about it a lot. I've been doing that. And a lot of people kind of ask me about my relationship kind of with Amy and why is it that I promote her stuff? Why is it that I do these things? Why is it that I'm so active? And not just with the promotion, because if you know me, if you followed me, I am crazy active in every one of her groups. I'm active in her Insiders Club, which is kind of the alumni group now. I'm active in her B-School groups. I'm active in the Digital Course Academy group where I'm an ambassador. I spend a ton of time doing that. Now, I've talked about it. I get benefits from it, but the reality is that I do it for one very simple reason. I do it because, honestly, Amy Porterfield has changed my life. She changed my life in a very fundamental way, a way that I can't even begin to describe how grateful I am for. I tell her all the time. I try to explain to her how grateful I am, but the reality is I could never express my gratitude enough. And I wanted to share with you my story. I've talked about parts of this, but there's some things that I haven't shared publicly about kind of my journey. And I wanted to just do that because, candidly, my goal here is to help Amy, in a sense, change other people's lives like she's changed mine. That's why I do what I do, just to give you a sense. There are other affiliates out there promoting this product. If you're not on my email list, you didn't get this. If you are, maybe you opened it and saw it. This morning, I went into the group for affiliates, and I basically said, I'm willing to go live on anybody's Facebook page, anybody's Instagram, to just talk about it. Not talk about my affiliate, not even say anything about it. Just talk about, my experience as an ambassador, to answer questions, to do that. And I do that because, honestly, my goal is to help Amy have the chance to really kind of change other people's lives. And I want to do that because of what she's done for me. So I'm going to start kind of at the beginning, but, I'm going to really talk about the messy part because I think that's the thing that a lot of people haven't heard from me yet. The beginning is that back in 2017, I had my own law firm, but working with a life coach, I'd kind of decided that I wanted to move away from that and move into the online space, create an online course, kind of start doing more of what I'm doing now. And I actually, the life coach talked about, hey, I could see you giving tips. I could see you going on to podcasts and radio shows and doing that. I hired not a PR agency, but a podcast booking agent who booked me on a lot of things. On top of that, because of something I'd done, I got onto EO Fire, which is a big, huge entrepreneurship podcast. I'd done all that. And I just went through the process of starting to build an online course. And I knew about Amy. I had listened to her podcast. I listened to her podcast a bit, and I knew about her. I looked at her course at the time and said, I don't want to spend that money. I don't want to spend money on that. I'm going to save that for something else. I can figure this out. So I decided to build my course on my own. I built the course, spent tens of thousands of dollars between the software, the training on it, year-long subscription to ClickFunnels and training on how to build funnels through that. I paid over $11,000 on Facebook ads. I paid over $6,000 or maybe $6,000, I think, on my Facebook ads manager. I did all of it, and I made nothing. I made one sale, and the person asked for a refund on day 29 of a 30-day refund policy. And that was rough. I mean, let's be honest. And I don't recommend that anybody do what I did and go all in and, go crazy on ads and those things like I did. But that's the kind of person I am. But the funny thing is I went all in on all that, but I skipped the step of like actually taking a course to figure out how to do the thing. And so I didn't do that. I continued to try to launch. The first like webinar was in November. I don't remember the exact date. Through the end of the year, I tried to make it work. I couldn't make it work. Coming into the new year, I wasn't sure what to do. And this is like the really messy part. At that point, because I decided to kind of go for broke on this, and I wasn't marketing my law firm, I wasn't getting any business in my law firm. And I was living on savings. And to be candid with you, it was to the point that we were within a couple of months of us thinking maybe we had to sell our house because we didn't have money coming in. I mean, that's where I was in the beginning of 2018. And a lot of people don't know that. And I don't share it, but I want to share it with you. I was scared. I was scared to make an investment in a program or do anything else, but I bit the bullet. But again, I just want to like explain how I bit the bullet. I decided maybe I wanted to give it one last chance. I didn't know exactly what that meant. But I decided to join Amy's pop-up group. I joined her List Builders Lab, but I decided to join her pop-up group for Marie Forleo's B School. And I wasn't sure I was going to join the program. Candidly, I was scared to tell my wife that I was going to invest $2,000 in a program, given that I'd seen no results to that point. But I didn't know. But in Amy's pop-up group, there was this moment, and it was the moment that that I was sold, and I became. I knew this was going to happen. It was the moment I became an Amy fan for life. It was a random Sunday afternoon, and I was scrolling through the Facebook group, and I saw this post from a woman who was in the group who was struggling. She was in pain. She was suffering. I don't remember what the problem was. I don't remember what the thing was. And like almost like serendipitously, as I'm reading this, all of a sudden a comment pops up, and it's from Amy on Sunday afternoon. And she recorded a like 5 or 10 minute voice recording for this woman. No sales pitch, no attempt to do anything. Just she saw someone in her group suffering, and she popped in and said, "That's not okay with me." That was the moment that I saw that Amy like truly does care about her people. That was the moment I decided unquestionably I was joining B School, and I was doing it through Amy. And that was the moment that my life changed. It didn't happen immediately. Obviously, I didn't overnight have success, but since I made that decision and I took that plunge to invest that $2,000, which at the time seemed like a huge investment for me. Mind you, I'd invested in something else right before that, a high ticket program that cost a lot more, that wasn't working, that ultimately got me nothing. But I made this decision to invest in Amy and to follow what she did, what she told me, what she advised. And since then, I have had a hockey stick 18 months. My rise over the last 18 months has been ridiculous. I can't explain it. I can tell you that making the decision to invest in myself was a big part of it. I can tell you that making the decision to choose Amy as my mentor was a huge part of it. I can tell you that showing up every freaking day was part of it. I can tell you that being scared because I had put a lot of money in and I had so much skin in the game was part of it, because that's what made damn sure that I showed up every single day and put my all into what I was doing. I can tell you all of that. I can't point to one thing that happened that changed things, but what I can tell you is before I invested in B School through Amy, before I really got into Amy's world, and then after that, I'll just tell you I've taken courses that convert, webinars that convert, which were the old programs that are now in DCA. And since I've done that and come into her world, I've gone from an entrepreneur to someone who's made $650,000 in the last 18 months. I don't know if 18 months is exactly right, but since April of 2018 until today, I've made $650,000. I made that change and my life turned around. Now, I'm not telling you that if you join DCA, you're going to make $650,000 in the next 18 months. I have no idea what will happen. What I can tell you is that's my story. That's what happened to me. That's why I say that Amy Porterfield changed my life. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. And every time I say that, I start to choke up because I know what happened. And that's the reason that I do anything and everything I can to support her, both as a way to say thank you for her, but also as a chance to help other people. That's why I jumped at the opportunity to be an ambassador in her program. I mean, yeah, I end up spending 10 plus hours a week in the DCA community, answering questions, encouraging people, posting gifts to try to make people laugh, trying to inspire people. Because I realize that, people who make that commitment, I want to make sure that they get done just like Amy does. And I want to help them. And so that's why I help Amy. That's why I support Amy. That's why I do everything in my stinking power to tell people about Amy. That's why last time I couldn't be an affiliate last time because I had my own launch coming up. Amy had suggested it to me because we'd become friends by then because I was kind of her legal guy and doing these other things for her, but I couldn't do it. But I said, I'm gonna do what I can anyway. And I told people about the program. I had a lot of people who signed up because of me, and they did it because I told them to, and I loved that. And so I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to keep talking about Amy and helping people. And that's why when it's, come to where we are now of an affiliate launch, I decided I'm going all in on this affiliate launch because I want to support Amy in every way I can. Now, if you are at a point where you want to create an online course, but you don't know, you're on the fence about whether you want to invest or you're not sure or something like that, I want to tell you, you can try to go it alone. That's what I did for a long time and it didn't work out for me. Or you can decide to learn from someone who has been doing this, who has launched, I think it's 8 successful courses. I don't know the exact number, but made over $10 million on online courses. She's on pace for an 8-figure year this year alone from an online course business. She is the best in the business at teaching this stuff. And so if you're going to create an online course, there's no one better to learn from. So I would encourage you to do it. And you can join by heading to youronlinegenius.com/join DCA. Again, that's my affiliate link. But if you don't want to sign up through my affiliate link, that's fine. I just want you, if you're going to create an online course, sign up for DCA. Don't miss this chance because I believe in the program. I think it's fantastic. That's why I'm an affiliate. That's why I'm an ambassador. That's why I do everything I can here. That's why I volunteered to go and help other affiliates. I mean, that's a really weird thing to do. Just if you've never done an affiliate launch, theoretically, it's something where we should be competing. But my goal isn't to make a ton of money, make money for myself on this. My goal is to help Amy change people's lives. And so that's why I gladly said, if there are other affiliates who I can help them by going in and answering questions for their community, I'm on board. Let's do it. And so I've got literally a bunch of lives scheduled for other people this afternoon. That's what I'm doing on Cart Close Day, because that's how much I believe in Amy. That's how much I believe she can actually change people's lives. And that's what I, believe in DCA. So that's kind of my story about DCA. Now, if you're thinking about signing up and you want to know about my bonuses, look, I would love to walk on the journey with you. I would love to kind of help you along the way. And like I said, that's why I put together what to me, I mean, people look at my bonus pack and are like, wait, what in the world are you doing? Because I'm giving everything. I'm giving all to this thing. So if you want to find out more about my bonuses, you can head over to bestdcabonuses.com. And from there, you'll be able to see what I have on offer, what the bonuses are. And if you sign up through me, you get my bonuses, you get any bonuses Amy has available right now, and you'll get it all. And we'll walk on the journey together. But let's talk through what my bonuses are. So the first bonus, you're going to get access to my kind of program about the business side of stuff. It's called the Fans First Society. It's based on my belief that what we need to be doing as entrepreneurs is finding our fans first and then putting our fans first. In other words, if you have a group of committed fans, core fans who love what you do, you will succeed. And so my Fans First Society is all about that. It's about helping you find your following, find your tribe, build your tribe, nurture them, get them to the point that they're practically begging to buy from you. And what I'll tell you is, you may say that and say, no, people don't actually do that. I will tell you that people will ping me wanting to know when I'm going to make my template library, legal documents available, because they're waiting and they're saying, can you please open the door? Can you please open the door? If I can make people be practically begging to buy legal templates, you can do it with something else, because let's be honest, legal templates are not sexy. They're not something that people really want. And so you can build the same kind of following about whatever it is that you do. And that's what the Fans First Society is all about. It's going through a complete overhaul. I'm going to take what the content I was going to drip out over probably a year and a half or 2 years. And I said, forget that. I'm going to put it all into one big signature course that's going to live inside the membership that walks people through all of that. That's going to be done in the next month or so. And then you get support, you get question and answer, you get the kind of like hot seats where we go through problems, et cetera. So you're going to get all of that as part of the Fans First Society. The second bonus I've got is my Online Genius template library. I'm going to give you all of my legal templates. So you get single thing I've got when it comes to legal stuff. And plus you get any that I introduce in the future. You get that forever. It's yours. You have your legal toolkit built now and in the future. Amy has told her students they should buy my legal stuff. They should buy my templates because it's the same things that Amy and her team use. So think about it this way. If you buy through me, you're going to end up having the same legal documents or the same legal templates that Amy and her team use. You don't have to pay for it. It's not an additional cost. I take that off the table. That's normally $997, but you're going to get it for free. The third bonus, I'm doing live implementation workshops, including one the day before Amy's entrepreneur experience event in San Diego. So if you're going to that, when Amy's event, if you sign up through me, come the day before, and we're going to kind of dig in together. This isn't me doing some training or anything like this. No, this is me working with you, figuring out what is it that you need to get done, and we're going to get it done. I'll look over your course outline. I'll look over, information you've gotten from talking to potential customers. We'll do all of that and help you kind of overcome obstacles and make progress. So that's the third bonus. There's another workshop that's going to come later in Austin. And I'm going to try to figure out a way to do Zoom links if people can't come, but that's these live implementation workshops. The next bonus isn't a number, but I'm calling it my DCA FOMO bonus. I know a lot of people who are on the fence are saying, look, I'm not ready yet. I need to build my following. I need to build my list. I need to do all that stuff, but I don't want to wait a full year. And I was trying to figure out a way to solve that because I know it's a problem. And as an ambassador, I know that if you get into DCA and candidly, you have no list or really haven't even figured out how to build a list or do that stuff, you're going to have a tough time trying to keep up and do both at the same time. And so I created this. It is a live reboot with me in the spring where we'll go through DCA. So the idea behind it is this. If you're in that position and you want to join DCA, you join through me for the next 4 to 5 months, 4 months, I guess, you're going to focus on building your list and building your following. You're going to do that through the Fans First Society. All of that training I've got in there, you're going to work on that with me, building your following, doing all that. Then come February and March, we're going to do a live reboot with me where I'm going to walk you through the DCA modules, answer questions, do all of those things, and we'll build your course together in the group, in the Facebook group we're going to have in the spring. And what I'll tell you is that if you get to that point, like if you've done the work in fans first, building your course is a lot easier because you will know your fans, you will know what they want, you will know what kind of really how to serve them well. So we'll be able to move through it quickly, but we will do that in the spring. That's kind of my FOMO, a bonus that I'm trying to help people who have FOMO. That's that. Now, the next bonus 4, we're going to have a Facebook group with me. So basically you're getting your own personal DCA ambassador. I was one of kind of the 5 ambassadors she handpicked last time that DCA was up, and I'm an ambassador again this time. The ambassador group has grown, but you're going to get me in a group separate from the DCA, big DCA group. I'm going to go live every week to answer questions, but you'll also know I'm someone who's, I'm around all the time. So you'll be able to get support from me in that group is another thing. Now, bonus number 5, you get my swipe. And you might be saying, why do I want a lawyer swipe? Because that's a good question, right? I mean, most lawyers do not write good marketing stuff. But what I'll tell you is I'm not your normal lawyer. I was on Ray Edwards' podcast recently, and he literally in the intro, he recorded the intro afterwards, but he basically said that I am one of the best email marketers he has seen. Not among lawyers, just the best email marketers we've seen. So that gives you a sense, like I kind of know what I'm doing when it comes to this stuff. And I'm going to give you all my swipe, like promo email swipe, invites, show up sequences, everything. Look, you're going to have Amy's stuff, but you're going to have my stuff too. So you'll get a lot of different things. And you'll also get like my Facebook ad swipe. So I'll show you Facebook ads I run, what the thinking was, what the templating is of that. So that's my swipe. Then I've got some bonuses that I'm grouping. I'm calling them workshops with friends. I have brought some of my peers in the industry, people from my mastermind group with James Wedmore have agreed to come on and do free workshops. I've got 4 that are nailed down already. I've got a couple more people who've said they're willing to. So the ones that are nailed down, I'm going to have Tiffany Lee Bymaster, AKA Coach Glitter, is going to come in and do a workshop about using live video. She and I are kind of like PB&J is the best way to put it. What I do with email and connecting with people, she does with live video. And so she's going to kind of come in and teach you how to use live video to really build your following, to get people excited to do all that. Then we've got Zach Spuckler of Heart, Soul, Hustle. He is going to come in and do a workshop about challenges. If you don't know challenges, it's another way to build your list or potentially lead into a launch or something like that. He was known as the challenge guy forever. And he's agreed to come in and do a training to help people in my community who want to learn how to do challenges. So we got him. Then we've got Shannon Urban, who is I'm probably getting this wrong. She has a PhD. I think it's in neuroscience. It's a neuro something in the brain. She literally has done studies where they do MRIs of people's brains and things like that. But what she does is she works with entrepreneurs and other high achievers to help them, deal with the mental BS and kind of rewire their brain for success. And, when I put a call out to my friends to do workshops, she said I could come in and do one to help people overcome kind of the mental baggage that comes with selling. And that I was like, yes, because I know so many entrepreneurs struggle with the concept of selling because we don't want to be salesy. We want to serve. And so she has agreed she's going to come in and do a workshop that will help people overcome that and feel comfortable selling and get over that. And I've seen those comments like, all the time, especially in Amy's community and my community, that people are worried about being salesy. And so I was like, yes, let's do it. Then the 4th friend I've already got lined up is Anna Powers, also known as Sarah Anna Powers. She's a copywriter. She's like Ray Edwards certified. She's in my mastermind group with me. She's fantastic. We haven't figured out exactly what she's going to do, but it's probably going to be about messaging, because I think if you want to know how to write good copy, you can't really write the copy until you understand the messaging. And the messaging is kind of the themes, the ideas, those kinds of things. So we're thinking about doing something where she'll come in and help kind of talk about messaging and how to develop your messaging. That's kind of the idea that we've got. We're still refining it, but basically you're going to have a copywriter, strategist come in and help you with messaging and or some kind of copy. Those are the ones that are confirmed. I've got a few more people that are, I'm in talks with, and I'm going to see if we can figure out a way to do a great training and provide some great value. The next thing, I've got business boot camps. There is a list building and a content strategy boot camp. You'll get access to those. They're basically like the list building. I think it's probably 2.5 hours worth of content where I walk you through how to build your list. Content, it's a bit shorter, but it's how do you figure out and create great content, because that's a key to doing this. So we get those as well. So that's what I've got. Now, if you want to go check it all out, again, you can go to bestdcabonuses.com. When you get there, there is a way to, to go ahead and click links, join DCA, or if you have questions, there is a button there where you can press the button and schedule a time to get on my calendar and we can chat. But I want to tell you, doors close tonight. So literally you have, as I'm finishing this recording, you have 5.5 hours until the doors are going to close on DCA for a whole year. If you don't join DCA today by 7 p.m. Eastern time, 4 p.m. Pacific time, you won't be able to join it again until next year. And what I want to say is this is an issue because I just want to make sure people are hearing this. Most launches close at midnight. This is not a midnight close. Cart closes at 4 p.m. East or Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Now, that means if you want to get into DCA, you need to do it quickly. You've got 5.5 hours to get it done. So don't wait, and then don't wait and then be mad at me because you thought it was a midnight deal. So that's what I've got. But again, look, my overall message here is I just wanted to start this live by telling you the real story of why it is that I say that Amy changed my life, why it is that I put so much effort into helping her, to promoting her, to talking her up, whether it's free as an affiliate or otherwise. It's because she is the person, and me making the decision to invest in her when I was scared to death about spending $2,000. That decision is what took me from one entrepreneur to someone who's made $650,000 in the last 18 months. And I know that she can help you too. And so I just want to encourage you. If you're on the fence, if you're afraid about the money, I get it. Spending $2,000 is not something that most people want to do easily. I can understand why that's scary. I can understand why that makes you nervous. But what I can tell you is if I hadn't spent that $2,000 to join B School through Amy Porterfield's link, and then did all the other stuff then afterwards, if I had not done that, I would be a very unhappy lawyer back, probably at a JOB. And I wouldn't be happy. My family wouldn't be happy. And so many people would have missed out on me being able to help them. The people who I've helped, I've literally, my privacy policy, I've now had, I think, 5,000 people get my privacy policy template. And that's amazing to think about, that I've helped 5,000 people. Not to mention the people who bought from me and all of that. And so I just, I can't imagine where I would be if I hadn't made that decision. And so I just wanted to come in and I knew I was going to tear up, but I just wanted to tell you that and let you understand why it is that I do what I do. So if you have questions, let me know. If you go to bestdcabonuses.com, you can actually grab a time on my calendar. I've got to block out some times where I'm doing some lives with some other people, but you can grab time on my calendar. You can also comment here, or you know where to find me. I'm here to answer questions. I'm not going to try to sell you if it's not right for you. I've been having calls. I've told many people not to join for one reason or another. I just want to help you make the best decision for you. And so that's my call to action today. If you're thinking about it, don't let the deadline pass being on the fence. Get to yes or get to no. And I want to help you do that. So that's all for now. I will talk to you later. And if I don't talk to you, have a great rest of your week.